During this entire period, there were multiple times when I tried to get sober again. Sometimes I would make it 3 weeks, sometimes a full month. Then the cycle would start all over. The alcoholism and depression grew so intense at one point that someone called a mental health emergency hotline on my behalf. When I was sober, I spent a lot of time with my son. Those moments were the best parts of my life. But when I started drinking again, I disappeared. Weeks would go by where no one heard from me. Sometimes his mother would call and ask if I was okay because people were worried. Once I thought I had taken 2 days off work for a drinking binge. When I showed back up at my job, they told me I had been gone for 10 days. My sense of time had completely collapsed. The suspensions at work became more frequent, and tensions with other employees continued to grow. Every once in a while, I would stop drinking long enough to experience what people in recovery call that brief cloud, that brief period where everything suddenly feels hopeful again. I would convince myself that everything was going to be okay. Then a week later, I would crash back into chaos. One morning I woke up early, had a few drinks, and then went back to sleep thinking that the alcohol would wear off before work. I was wrong. When I arrived, my supervisors immediately noticed something was off. They told me I looked intoxicated and ordered me to leave the premises. Alcoholism had me again. Completely. It left me alone, broke, and emotionally destroyed. But there was one thing I understood clearly at that point. The only way out was the same way I had escaped before. I had to go back to rehab.